Hi everybody, in this video we are going to go through the notes for lesson 1.6. Today we will practice finding the pattern in a list of numbers. Now, if the numbers are getting bigger, then the pattern will either be plus or multiply. If the numbers are getting smaller, then the pattern will either be minus or divide. The same pattern must work for all the numbers on the list. Otherwise, it is not the correct pattern. So in problem 1, the numbers are getting bigger, which means we are either going to have a pattern that is plus or multiply. To go from 5 to 7, I plus 2. From 7 to 9, plus 2. From 9 to 11, plus 2. So the pattern is plus 2. To find the rest of the numbers, we will keep adding 2. So 13, 15, and 17. In problem number 2, I can see that the numbers are getting smaller. So my pattern will either be minus or divide. To go from 36 to 32, I subtract 4. 32 to 28, I subtract 4. 28 to 24, I subtract 4. If I keep going, I get 20 and 16. Now, in order to go the opposite way, I need to add 4, which is 40. The words will be minus 4. For problem number 3, to go from, at first I noticed the numbers are getting bigger. So the pattern will be plus or multiply. To go from 2 to 6, I plus 4. But if I plus 4 again, I do not get 18. So plus cannot be my pattern. To go from 2 to 6, another way is to multiply by 3. So if I multiply by 3 again, I get 18. Multiply by 3 again, I get 54. If I multiply by 3 again, I get 162. Again, I get 486. And again, I get 1,458. So my pattern is multiply by 3. For problem number 4, I'm noticing that the numbers are getting smaller, which means we either subtract or divide. To go from 144 to 72, I could subtract 72. But if I subtract 72 again, I don't get 36. So that cannot be my pattern. Another way to go from 144 to 72 is to divide by 2. Divide by 2 again, and I get 36. So this pattern works. Divide again, I get 18. And divide again, I get 9. To go the other way, I need to multiply by 2. My words are divide by 2. For problem number 5, I'm noticing that my numbers are getting bigger. So that means the pattern is either plus or multiply. To go from 10 to 50, I multiply by 5. 50 to 250, multiply by 5. Again, multiply by 5 and I get 1,250. To go backwards, I need to divide by 5, and I get 2. So my pattern is multiply by 5. In problem number 6, I'm noticing that the numbers are getting bigger. So my pattern is either plus or multiply. To go from 16 to 21, plus 5. Plus 5 works again, so that is the correct pattern. Now I can also go the other way. If I subtract 5, I get 11, and then I get 6. My pattern is plus 5. For problem number 7, I go from 20 to 18, I subtract 2. Since subtract minus 2 works every time, I can continue to minus 2. And so my words would be minus 2. And for problem number 8, to go from 2,000 to 1,000, my numbers are getting smaller. So I'm going to try dividing. If I divide again, I get 500. So I will continue to divide 250 and 125. My words would be divide by 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please try the practice.